Today I'm sharing my aha moment and a bonus card. Hello, in today's video I'm sharing with you my aha moment. I bought these really cute stencils from Simon Says Stamps, which are the animal print, but I knew I wanted to do Valentine's Day cards. So I decided to make a mask with a heart die. So here I'm showing you the products that I used, but basically what I did was I took a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of cardstock and I cut a heart into it with one of my heart dies, and then I used that to mask off all of the 4 panels, and I used the animal prints to make my cards. So I just was like, wow, that's a great idea, and I wanted to just share it with anybody who might be looking for different ways to use their products. So here I'm using my 1/4 inch frame, and I take an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of cardstock, and then there's some etched markings in the back. So I'm just lining them up and taping them down, and that way I will be able to quite easily make 4 card panels. So that's what I'm doing here. And all my products and stuff will be in the description box below. So here I'm just lining up the handmade mask, you can say, that I made. I'm just lining it up with the with the panel behind it, and I'm taping it down. And then I have extra cutouts for this stencil that I created, and it's just to make sure that I keep the other panels clean, because I tend to be a messy card maker. So that's all I'm doing here, is I'm taping down the mask, and then I'm going to get one of the animal print stencils. I'm going to spray a little bit of pixie dust on it. Did I say pixie dust? Pixie spray, oh my god. Pixie spray on it so it'll stick a little bit better, because they're rather thin and I don't want them to break or lift up or anything while I'm trying to ink blend on them. So here I sprayed the pixie spray on the back of this stencil, and now I'm just lining it up and just going to press it down to make sure that it doesn't lift. I know, I'm sure I could use something else better than my finger, but I was just pressing it down just to hope that it doesn't lift. And then I'm going to just start inking it with the first color that I picked, which I think was Carnation, but again, they'll be listed below. So that's all I'm doing here, is putting a good amount of ink down. So once I'm done with ink blending on that, I decided that there wouldn't be a line around it, that the openings won't show a heart per se. So I just took a little bit of a darker color and I just ink blended around the edges, just so that there'd be more of a definition and you would see that it was a heart. So that's what I'm doing here. And I left it a little bit on this particular one white in the center, which I think gives it a little bit of a dimensional look, which I really liked a lot. So that's what the first one was. So in the second one, I decided I was going to use the giraffe one, and I used 2 different color yellows. But unfortunately, I think that the second yellow was too dark. I probably would do this again next time with different colors, but it all turned out okay in the end. So here you can see I tried the green on the left on the bottom, and I must have not waited for the pixie spray to dry. And so when I went to go lift it, it tore my cardstock. So that was that was my fault. So I'm just doing it again here. And once again, I just picked 2 different shades of green, and I'm doing the lighter. I think this time actually I did the darker first, and then I did the lighter second, which might be the way to go as well. But so that's what's going on here. So now that's complete, and you see you could have had 4 panels if you I could have had 4 panels if I didn't mess up one of them, but that's okay, you know. I still have 3 good panels out of the 4 that I tried making, and now I'm just cutting them down to the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and so I'll have the 4 panels. One of them I will discard, and then after that, off camera I cut them a little bit smaller to smaller size panels. I think I made them 3 1/2 by 5 or something like that. And then here I'm just, I felt like it was a little too stark white, so I just inked the edges of all of the cards. And here I'm just showing you one of them that I'm adhering to the card base. And the reason I inked the edges because I'm putting them on a white card base. So I feel like you needed a little bit of that contrast, which I think ended up really being cute. So that's what I did here. And then I took this die from Lawn Fawn Happy Heart Day, and I cut the sides off because it was a longer line. And I'm just putting a little bit of liquid glue on it and making it a real simple card, but I think still a really cute card. I think the animal prints really, you know, have a little interest to these cards. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I took this die and I die cut some glitter paper with the hearts in the center, and I'm putting a little bit of a little glitter heart in the center of them. And then I just, oh, sorry about my head. And then I just added some embellishments, and that's it. So stick around and you'll see all 3 cards done and a bonus card at the end. Thank you again for watching.